little observation, maye. But that notwithstanding, no, and say niakosu within the week nina yen discuss. In a peaceful country like Ghana, what we have to do is always practicing and exercising what we call democracy. I jitum since 1992. I was here discussing, and I say, you practice it. Kabima min kabia mamu no ye ni say an man ye de. And then some bang and ye be ka huntem ewo ha na se ye be bubu mu ewo ha until 9 p.m. there. May I just obe mu afidie no ade he ya. Ye no nso na edi dwumen enti your text messages are welcome on the show. But ene ye be State of the Nation's address en ho asem President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo de akotu dwa say, hey, within a span of some years, 5 years, yes, road networks of over 10,000 kilometers. And also State of the Nation's address. Okokan ho asem homa. And also the chiwaje ne ho ntentem bebre aba. When the president adwen. Road contractors. Dear na mo eka efa ho. O man tema wote mi bisa se okwan ne yaye ne yaya etesen. Is it a paved road and an unpaved road? Is it a newly constructed road? And I say a old one be near papa so na ya ye bibia fa ho na chese say ya road networks ana. Minority in parliament say been see that. It been see that. So within a span of 5 years, was why road networks over 10,000 kilometers. Anyway, and you can hunt bebre. President is also Eden Zambia to just State of the Nation's address. Is it Thursday or so? Yes. Or the or call Parliament or can I say Neniaje pa say levy yajiatum. But before say beba levy the Sokrano, President admitted say Ghana is in difficult times because also Ukraine and Russia invaded Ukraine. Now fi intro didn't bebre eba COVID era and se me de buy ninti. He admits say we are in difficult times, but they will work around the clock. Before 2024 na yen kwa about to subiem no. Na eze niema ayeden ayeye. President Kasano or can he say mientie president admit and say we are in difficult times, but ye be niema yi.
Week, the Minister for Finance spelled out in detail the economic and fiscal difficulties we face, and the raft of measures we're introducing to bring relief and restore us to economic growth. The measures that have been announced by the Minister for Finance are meant to demonstrate that we are aware that we are in difficult times and we are addressing the situation. The belt-tightening measures being set for members of the executive have been elaborated within this context. And I'm hoping
Kessben.
Near President Editu Jano Ebino no, but also can and yatutu fuelmu. And I have also observed one thing about Ghanaians. Say you won't say be a fool koswa. And I say kosra. I know say economically it affects everything within a particular nation. And I say across the globe. But President say niema na ekoso no COVID ebai. Bomba tuto Russia and Ukraine and sentem no and also amache say we are seeing na akwa ho him. And also say eno okano yenti.
This is not something that anyone could have planned for, and the consequences are there for us all to see around the world. The big and established economies of the world have been knocked off their planned trajectory. Countries where budget deficits were unknown and prohibited by law suddenly had to accept huge deficits to underwrite social cohesion. The economic devastation of COVID has since the beginning of this year been further aggravated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which has worsened the economic outlook of the entire world. We in Ghana have not escaped this development, and the consequences are being felt in rising living costs at our markets and at fuel stations. The terrible events in Ukraine have a definite, a direct impact on our lives here in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, 30% of our wheat fertilizer imports come from Russia. 60% of iron rods and other metal sheets are imported from the Ukraine. And almost 20% of Ghana's manganese is shipped to the Ukraine. The bombs might be dropping on cities half a world away, but they are hitting our pockets here in Ghana.
So, near President and some no the two journey be about admitting say we are in difficult times and gradually abane be na afemu die biara obetumi aye na ya put it in place, you know, and all cite examples of what is happening across the globe. Russia invading Ukraine and hunt and tembebre. Ninyine mu no owie president e de enigisem bi etuja. Na enigisem odi tuja nyina ne se. In fact, e-levy, electronic transfer levy, just since last year. They call parliament, say beja tum si engine tum ebeye ha ne ho ne hunt and tem nyina no nani age pa say at the end of it all yaji e-levy atum na e-levy beboa ama even road contractors was so moye kwan yetumi etu omoka. In fact, e-levy ntro beboa ama chese youth unemployment ye be fighting nyina. E-levy ntro beboa ama ya service Ghana's debt portfolio. But with this e-levy, no, the president is so happy. And also say, and a president Nana Dankwe Kufuado at the Tuja.
The economic devastation of COVID has since the beginning of this year been further aggravated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which has worsened the economic outlook of the entire world. We in Ghana have not escaped this development, and the consequences are being felt in rising living costs at our markets and at fuel stations. The terrible events in Ukraine have a definite, a direct impact on our lives here in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, 30% of our wheat flour and fertilizer imports come from Russia. 60% of iron rods and other metal sheets are imported from the Ukraine. And almost 20% of Ghana's manganese is shipped to the Ukraine. The bombs might be dropping on cities half a world away, but they are hitting our pockets here in Ghana. Even so, we have managed to ensure that fuel supplies have not been disrupted, unlike in several other parts of the world.
Anyway, I think this is the same voice about what is happening across the world. But with all these, another brouhaha about within the week is about the road networks. And also, President Eko Kanhuasem or Parliament say, now by constructed over 10,875 kilometers of road networks. But the key word I'm focusing on a new road networks. In fact, says here, assembly bar out and as also assembly or parliament, you know, road minister, minister of roads and highways, Honorable Kwesia Mwakwata, and they are better to just say, within a span of 5 years, Omodie, sa road networks na president Ekokan yeno, ojitum, na your data ewo hwa say, yampa. Sa road networks ni nyina as a state, but some are paved roads and unpaved roads. And to say, since 5 years back, a lot of investments have gone into the road networks. Now, in 2017, the total network size was 78,402 kilometers. And as at the end of 2021, the projected network size has increased from 94,000 and as it has increased from 78,402 kilometers to 94,203 kilometers. And this length is currently undergoing what validation by the ministry. Now say yeah, but it was a ministry you call inspect. Now yes, say like the quality of the roads and then send ye near pese ye no and one na. Now and so no technically, that is the word. The word he used technically road constructions no more na yeden akoso chese if you have your uti me anaso ohwe me na nwumre a o mantem ebia road bi o ha yaye but OMP anase ebia wo nipa bi o won kran onyantu kwan ma fie ntu onhuin enti technically there are road networks are constructed in some what your friend is saying suburbs in some communities in some areas. Now as at the end of February 2022 a total of 1,702 kilometers of road construction and maintenance activities were undertaken as at February before say you March near April no a total of 1,702 kilometers. And I just say ego and the maintenance activities and in here now after intro some of these maintenance of roads no a paved roadside just say yeah now 4,910 kilometers of works on unpaved roads have been completed. Unpaved roads. There's a roads I say you're starting afresh. Okay. Anyway, and all this said and done, okay, buma. The data on completed works have subsequently been updated to 10,875 kilometers as at the end of February 2022. Near a honorable road minister, Kwesi Amoakwatanso, Edi Abetruja, and Nonti Anonso, Yabeshe, minim say ne panel net nasia. A lot of research will be going into this, and I say have gone into this until Yabeche Yajin. And then you may me wo Otu Echampon Frank or your NDC communications team member. NDC communications team member. Lawyer Tanasia Nancy Mohuno Bon Homodempa. And I think so Dr. Smart Sapon so a lecturer at KUC. Your friend say KSTU. Kessben University in there. No, okay, then I bet you about Hontino. And the young yes, I was here because oh boy, Juma papa research works near the admin said, and they also do most about these routes, Bruhaha, and also Abba. And I think you be so any honorable or being techi, and also a NPP MP Manso Nkwanta, and also Ebeba. As usual, me didn't Kwame Frimpong since, as I said earlier, me tenemu ama lawyer Ohene Amankwe Jan. Na ene jumedie no nso Bright. Yes, Mr. Bright Entry, and they produce show as usual, highly supported by Malam Yaya Kuta Dene, me cameraman set ejina camera nechi kama director 1 numero 1. Yes, ononso eye mia minua be ma chese ononso bono ho yi modern pie ofi ha ajeman ononso ewe chira chese o chinchin bibia kama. The next thing on the bill the e-levy. This e-levy has also created a whole lot of brouhaha, but ninyina na saying no, was it Thursday, right? Thursday 29th and President's birthday and a parliament a passe e-levy. Now omo passe e-levy no, was it Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. They now Black Stars a boy and I start to be corrected, but anyway, I mean check it 29th that being 29th yeah 29th of March, Tuesday, yeah, Black Stars, a boy, you know. And Parliament, near course, near President birthday, so. In fact, this e-levy was passed. But say minority saw monte because there was no quorum formed. And they say before say parliament ever started business no crown, there should be half of the members of parliament present. And sana business at me I started. But minority say omo de yes, omojitum said that day. All those reports about out say omo members no be absent any other no so ho asem Obama. The honorable speaker of parliament grab a patch or say oh that was an omission by the clerks of parliament in Tiano incorrect. But omojitum say a Hunter West MP a friend no Ebenezer Kojokum oh yeah MP no or no there is an injunction be over the status as an MP for Hunter West. Until that day, he wasn't present. Into no more a member of 136. But so mushe munswa eba MPP for the side and so MPP wasn't going to have 138, all because Adwoa Safo is not present. Although say no more one MPB so mo believe say ambulance e de ne buy nti say no be ka ho kra na at least drew 137. And if you have 137, it means you don't have more than half of parliament to start business, which is 138. Nti edru baby I was say you debate and say you vote over e-levy bill no. Minority no decide they say ombe walk it out. And that was a strategy, that was a plan by the minority. Because no man walk it out. First of all, there was going to be a voice count. I know do you accept it? Nah, I saw so yeah. The TM and I say yes. Now say voice no louder than the nose, sir. Not just say yajatum. But Ebimunzu raises say if the minority had stayed back, and after say I have voice count, no, they can raise a head count objection. Binanke biafi yam kon head count. Say sana. The minority thought it wise. Say no, ombe defeat. Majority no be defeat yomo because the majority by then no had a 137 members. And the strategy was to work out. In the Ghana fui, monfanchomo, and yes, say be omunim no more yet. Na omu work out because no omunim so members no 136 pen present. And tisanko stay back cry. And anko raise say oh yenye head count. Abrebe kan omu 11111 and no ebemo mwedi nkugu in a way of defending e-levy say ye manem maso na nkebe mwedi nkugu. Number 2, so must stay back and so the parliament members and as parliamentarians we're going to be more than 137. There's a business can be conducted. And I say those counts any other didn't in bit me iden atwasuntia nunti and omo ye den omo work out as part of their strategies. TNDC for makuma. But the next move Ebane say we are going to the Supreme Court because Nancy Article 1042 Supreme Court na beche say if you don't have 130 more than half of parliament, you can't conduct business any other day until normally call parliament for clarifications. Now Haruna Idrisu Eden sem etuja about this particular your friend saying omokota omoko. Now so being the minority leader no say ena okama.
As I have said, when they were told that the ruling of the Supreme Court was an absurdity, many of you didn't appreciate it. Now you do. It means that you needed at least 138 for decision, any decision, whether on amendment, whether on third reading or during consideration stage. that the Constitution so elaborately provides for. So we didn't want to be associated with it. But at the level of the principle, we shared with the Ghanaian people our objection and rejection of e-levy. We stand same at the same level. So those of you who want to go further, even to the Supreme Court ruling, and still have some lingering doubt, even as we prepare to challenge the matter in the Supreme Court, a judicial determination have been made on Article 104 of the Constitution, clear cut. Anything to the contrary is a sin to Article 104, the 1992 Constitution, and the ruling of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Remember, when they walked out on a procedural motion of 137, claiming a minister had been asked to stay out from the voice vote, or claiming the Honorable Asidin Ketia was present somewhere, their intention was what we have also now intended. Their intention was that they said that we're 137. They are less than 137. And that is what mandated them to go to court to question our decision on 30th November, saying that you could not have a decision with less than 138, without 138 interpreted to include the first deputy speaker. I should also let the Ghanaian public appreciate that this morning we walked in with some difficulty because of the matter of Asenov. He was essentially in court, and therefore, as a minority, at that material point in time, we were 136, pending whatever decision the Supreme Court and the other courts would have taken to guide our position.
Okay, and the born the Tofan and one the Honorable Minority Leader in Parliament, and so Honorable Haruna Idrusu Ediatuja. And this was purely their strategy to at least defend their side. Say, no, still, e-levy the engine too. Do you agree with them? And I don't agree with them. There has been so much disappointments by some of the citizenry. Say, oh, the minority, yeah. Yen mwane bia na yen support e-levy modi yehwamo ana moji bibi wo buamu ana sesen ni nyina obetumi de wadwenkyere aba 0551599933 0551599933. Don't forget to WhatsApp line and I think to between so send here a normal TST. But without wasting much time, my memo makwaba, my mama with your phone akwaba na me wi a memra honorable obintechi so ono oye MP Manson Kwanta. And I know say that day no MP Mkwade, they having 187 members no Mkwade he was present. What is the strategy? NDC for more case and many case on a member of parliament and the Yenyan Waha. Dr. Smasapon Atana said me kasa no di kan ebe mu Dr. Akwaba bim.
Yenua.
Mbacho biaboko.
Nyamia dumo na
na you for no so ukrum for no.
Ayo.
Bogo so ana
wasa
Memfi East.
Wasa Memfi.
So bia ho
oh nyamia dum. Free otetrete.
The way you almost share no.
Oh yes. Oh yes. In fact, they are our very loyal partners. Baby we do a big page democracy in
exactly.
Now, when you the feel of what is happening here in the studio, live and colored. First, I when you swatch here, was some na free. I know upon valley. The FIFA no a mampon for no wha de kofa, do kwani adia de babesi yene. Central ne West for share no sunyina ya chobibia free so de call MC minia crunchy keke so
okay
ne mpanimfo amubu wasa Memfi nyina ya chiam. Oh yes.
Undi Valley.
Oh yes.
Oponzo.
Oh yes.
Mrayum.
Oh yes.
Hone woman.
Ayo.
I see.
And the MC democracy zone. I see. Many of been touching so or so what did you have a hope or free Manson Kwanta.
Oh okay.
But say
okay. I think they on out to me for
oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And you know I'm say democracy show near Beno. Was I'm a official.
Yeah, don't massive. Yeah, don't massive. So say, Omukoswa 80. Now, Utu champion so ha. Utu akwaba.
Nyanko Pandaroma. I think comedy.
Yeah, no, so was I'm trained.
Yes, I was born there, but then my dad was Ghana Railways Corporation. Time I know. Okay. Into the transfer along the Western Way line, no. Pon Valley, Ponso, Jimakrum, Suicide, and Mrayim, and those places. Uni Valley, Takwa, Boso, in Suta, Susun, and Amateur order. And the medium. When I was there, but who the course to be a boss of glass factory, the guy boss of glass factory, Satan by Namika. Yes.
Otuwe Champon, so a member of the NDC communication team, and I've been so. Or Christian Service University College or lecturer. Yes. Wow. Or just sociology and I think
social psychology and research methods.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So
book na beka krana. Oh boy Juma. And then say honorable being teaching so ha. Or MP for Manso Nkwanta. Honorable Akwaba. But you be able call. That you damn point say. I guess 29th now Parliament.
Exactly.
What is happening? Brief us. And this or more case and also many case.
Well, so case only cases in Ghana
court no Supreme Court.
It was for Mamchia, among for Mutian, Namichaman, some contact constituency in Amansia West District. The money penina, and alimony among for Mina, the Mosebia Mokosu Mutaichi, Namovichidom, and meet me near you. And one come on Shamuna. Mention Hominia 29th of March, the birthday of the president, the birthday of Vintage, the day that Black Stars won. The match that they be qualify for the yes. Minia, you come to Shibija, and you 137 members no, and then you 138 members no, and you 275 members. And it's a kabandi. That's in the Tija. Abide the Nassamba to just say, Imbu, Nisha or Eddie Magana Maya, and you 137, 138 a Bobo, and you 275 members. Now, Yenny politics, do we want Yamamoy ya Yaman for Dimu Yao, be brave. To make some of us size of America, Mutini Papa ye. Over constitution a party being any MPP party, any NDC party, or in parliament. Name was a ya. Say Omani Bruno will beat my check ubintino. Nema parties in Bemwa. Like I say, we cover Binkuma, we cover Nifa, we cover Vinfini, Yabubu ya, in a better say. The abandoned by a bubu hono. I can be a many abandoned musician, a band pa, or the account office M.wa or Yatrinchen. I didn't make a sa. The Biaramenti on my Timono, the emphasis will be able to a moment you will need to see. Yan can't say politics in Tina may you say, or money to media. Or money a million idea. Now send your tea crew mua, you want a na, or tigramua, say ye do or man who, Uncle or travel say only would teach training my yen, son of Monsity. And we hear crew mua, you in Papa could be say only your or henny. No henny near Dibiation and say, ye mara ye be boo man, only crow. Okay. Till be a coswa. And I say, Chiana, Ufre Bania Bubu, now what think you know, baby, Beco, now one what to not, yes, and into anybody ura, ye nim say, we don't, we never see. Nana, amount. If say, a Hisham maybe say, because of you must say never corner, and not termination, I didn't know what the somebody say, and pap my jatum, to my demand answer, say, and the Corona Basham Rawi, being a near Queen. Na yesu su your man I can home say and young club in episode Macasini na yedmentino. Yes, I am rase a constitution. Yes, we ye ubia obey or mampenina or badayano. No mampenino also by and chain, no near Beshiemu, or near Bajan, and she also bia, and my was ye and also near Bishan Raman or the Edma. The young Timu could give me back on yes, ye yet she chose memory in Kuma, no money back on my name. And into 275 representatives of parliament. And here in the question parliament to the time we got town, Meta Homa, a man so quantafo. Yes. Ubio free a dubia or Tom a dubia for. To a man who will be when you send them to Casa, a Casama for. enti ebra amano ne hina hia no ne yebobo bi ho no we kana gye we aka ne wi abo se dwumo no si anto ba kora itime ka se oh efa dodo na ko gina se yemfa nto benkum anafa gina ko gina se mfa nto ba hona ayemra ti sa ba de badwom wi a se ne meka ne se no wo de abasa yenye bibi se emra ye betumi agye to ade aboye man enti to beto enye mp von ka from se eye enzi wo kan bi enti bobo wi a yen 275 ne ye to aba amadu do na be pre wo mutini ehun ni so enti ade ko trans wo hunu ya eye emra che je nyina ho nyina ne be hia enti ban sa na enye the question of say e bia eye 135 137 see yeni ehia won buro 138 enti npa ehia ke say ye dawson temu majority benye bia no ya hyemra na wi nemu se ekoba se npa ka bi ho no ye nuru 138 na ye issue enti be trans ye no na ye buro 138 enti votumbi and that day no oboko yere koso bo hunu ni pay ba pam that day yeah chese ye buro 138 that's the major issue di kan no
ni buro parliament but as at time na the decision was being made
me say at the time I did to the near buro 138
that was the first reading.
What the first second we see near more parliament 138 and time members yeah near buro 138
okay
and see for decision ye more than 138 e wo ha ye be fa ye be so adwen
okay
e bra ya e koso na speaker dey to just say e yes are living no e be den no ye bobo hu na hu na time ye bobo hu na wi o say okay ne after the question no e to say yanyin ntuma na ntumu ammo prince yanyin ntumu no monka say yes
that time no more present
come be present there be onko bi enko
okay
and omo ye present and omo ye say omo de omo nka so mbeka bi enti bla wo sole no what bobo awie amma nipa na ye record ne to no mo ho enti bla wo ye so na fie be say speaker put the question because omo debate bi. Don't let them go first as well as be Omukwansa. And when you debate be there, put the question immediately because they are in the presence of the of parliament. Only two way. To who can one come you at the time when I raise the question, you know, say yes or no. See, I count 2 members, all the people are there. And you are present in parliament. It shouldn't be as if you say, because say and before Trump wanted to maybe. I have 275 MPs never again.
I see.
She said, what hobby? You put question there. You don't say, I'm in prison. Sorry. No. That was why.
Okay.
That was why I'm not no speaker like I say. It's how you should there on TV. On Pamuko. And that time I say, Nibi, 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 Economy, and didn't I picture exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
All these things are there. And it tells you say at this point in time make us say and nipa ye share na there was a 5 you know then you 136 137 whatever it is no mo ka hu bi till the parliamentary records will show and so if you copy that's all say medium and prince into no numbers no so answer so a hand decision there and that was a court matter of I don't know code 2 1 section article 104 yeah court record say I was saying for 130 na on each decision na correct. When you the mechanic say be starting no near born to eat
and say
I told you question you put you no near born to eat and the hydron set esinyo ho esinyo on a court session on court we are waiting for that
but we are waiting to say court no be decide based on baby ade start here also am a president na ba
exactly because who say
but so kind your friend is saying article 1041 na decision making and voting.
We were more than 138. And tell me
time and move vote, you know,
they were more than that. When the speaker put the question, you were more than 130 in the house. What sort of house or what children of our parliament? And now speaker can say this time round on to the say obe children. No could tell me say parliament decorum. Now obe children we are present. Yenka was a president. You do say
okay. It is not going to just specialize on time.
All these exactly. All these will come to play.
Okay.
It's all committee.
Okay.
Near to keep from
it means you were present.
Exactly. Upia going to say a meeting. The 100 was a Ghana for me who say,
Yes.
Some about parliament, you are 20 of your present.
Okay.
And perhaps be at 270.
But time maybe I not voting the
men per se, and remain with Pio Contino, men come home.
I see.
There is a wood delay, parliament also say, we should smoke, you know, and I'm say. Every time I say, be a say, speaker no, and yes, was what tell you one, someone say, Oma, David Betamwa. It can be an opportunity that open so you're absent. 7 years numbers to change the Basana, how man, Yamakwam is Adian, a business have a bill, Umbaco say, Chodi, and US Mama Parliament. Now sounds so what I want to say, Mama.
I can't say Supreme Court.
Can't Jen take it off. Say what could a message you say. What some seconds or any at you. Say a month for you, Bubu. Near my Johnny Bubu. Now what would just come of room? A company and son. You be such or buy. Very good. And the company is if I dinner, your father will be okay. And you won't cannot make them say, may you mention your name, may judge.
Okay.
And to a true baby, I'm not a Supreme Court. And to some time, showed him a told you, never trust me, please, but follow continue, young canton come one. No, Omaka.
This is very interesting, but Emra, because all kind 1041 now, or say, for the number for decision making and voting should be 138, like half of parliamentarians and as MPs present. Decision making and voting. NDC for say time voice vote and then you can not they weren't present. Honorable your friend is saying Obintechi Manson Quanta and why educated, but I think the onus lies in the hands of defense and the Supreme Court. Thank you so much. But my main Messaba also dear. Now you say e-levy. Niamu kaine ni abube nti ebetumi dia ye adwuma no ede mfaso bebre meba ho parliament kwan ya mafaso abobo hu ane yetumi agi levy atu no mesa ba ho but mamenko otue champions ho
right
MBB MP akasa nti NDC
good evening our listeners and then viewers mefa akonya weso na machia nipa bia bejidi say osa mechia wo Mr. Ahmed Balima for the constituency, also Michelle Bebre, Nurudin Abbas, that is the regional communications director, and you may or Kessben TV, was at in Chair Common. And I join you also Kufumi Godfather, political godfather, join us Kofi our child Kwame Frimpong University of Science and Technology, Michelle. And lastly, Seth Tetra, also a secretary of Forum constituency. Yeah. Me papa and I'm of a penny as member of parliament. But then Kakra make our say one. We say there is a precedent. The majority members of parliament walk here, I think it was in November or something. They walked out.
Yes.
So as honorable telling me, say that day no walking out, no. That day no attendance sheet in money. If that is what you're saying, so they say,
the technology of issues
yes, in parliament.
They call for head count. Present with voice vote. That's the difference.
Okay.
And the one vote
yes, and I that time no presenter and I'm come to me I'll raise an objection head count.
Very good.
But we
say we have 137 perfectly.
Okay.
I'm not talking. Let's leave that matter for Supreme Court to also decide.
Okay.
Yeah. Honorable Akasa, but then the 2 meaning in our Supreme Court so trans issue national your friend say the year at 2 year. But on a more serious note, but back I live, the effects in my idea banner. Can I speak to it?
Yes.
All right. Is it
going to help?
Why not?
Go to you. It's going to help the nation.
Why not? No. That be more No. E-levy is not going to help this economy. Honestly speaking,
there are a number of people who won't pay taxes.
That's it.
obi ko bodan so no agye ne cash say nyi se bi obekwa koto ade o mall na bia a supermarket bia officially bet no VAT bi ne niam
on froka
na truck driver o tuata
on indirect tax.
Okay, and apart from the indirect taxes, yes, this is here pet near cushion or man, with 6 billion Ghana cedis and over
a year. Yes. Are
Isn't
you
that
aware?
Prudent?
Listen, are you aware that just by the perception, let's say better from him, say yeah, babaji 11, you know, the rate of transaction is by 12%. Are you aware? Are you aware?
I've heard them to say like still generation non so.
No. The transactions are reducing by the day.
You understand that? Our mindset we say as Ghanaians. You introduce before beginning, no people will draw back. But as time goes on, you might not be able to do without it.
No, enye Ghanaians.
Humanity. The nature of human
nature.
Your friend so, change any acceptance to change.
Okay.
Sanity.
You see, this is it's a matter of preference and then choice.
Okay.
11 anybody can choose not to do it. But
one day, one way or the other.
That is why I'm saying that the rate will reduce. The rate at which people transact on these platforms, you know, will reduce.
Okay.
So the government's target, so being 6.9 billion at the end of every year, no, he will not realize that money.
Okay.
He will not realize that money.
All right.
Honorable, as well as okay. That is to say, sir, there's this hidden agenda by the NPP. So I'm collateralizing this money. Honestly,
they are loans.
Because other than that, you know, 6 billion a year. No, look at the things almost somebody pay. Yeah, the baby, what do you call it?
You start
debt servicing.
Yes,
a lot of issues. Almost somebody says 6.9 billion. No.
Yeah,
but let's ask ourselves. Say you tell man we no. 6.9 billion we no. There na tumi man my way. Yeah, during the COVID times, between the years of 2020 and then 2022, COVID in kwa fetch and 27 billion Ghana cedis, if I'm not mistaken. 27 billion Ghana cedis. And what did they use this money for? They should tell us. They should account for this money. One, the minority caucus said, no, let's set up an independent committee to investigate this COVID funds. And then, Honorable Joe said, yeah. After I said the main speaker, National Jomaji said, yes, let's set up an independent committee to investigate these funds. The deputy speaker, Azumu, seat, or see about to go in. Never says, who's a friend at you've been now when so one strategy at you now when. So if indeed, would do this and what you should can prudent, everyone say judiciously to the benefit of Ghanaians, I don't know who's accountability. I think and who's accountability. Nobody will better just allow. Near such up because we them say why what do you call it? Why are they here? Until who's here. But I don't think it's fair. So they say, I no man. So why your opinion post kakra? If this 11 home my no. Nye tax na nkofo betu no musro. But at the end of the day, the this can never be because there's a precedent. There's a precedent. Bosian chuchiri dia aban we insaka aban we abodo. E dia tangibles na aban we be pointing finger at. Say this kana ye we, this kana ye we. What I say between the over the last 5 years, Sika Alpha Nipan Sasi, our economy, according to the Auditor's General Report, worth about 33 billion Ghana cedis. 33 billion Ghana cedis within the last 5 years. So what I say, I don't know young friend is a baby for you. Now 6.9 billion pen at the bedding. 33 billion Ghana cedis want to be accounted for, want to be a home baby as carify. I find it being Sasi. Now 6.9 billion in the baby. So I'm saying this. Confidently said no. Sasika we no mo babaje no. Enko ba bia. Omo fa enema kro maka so mo de beye no. Enya de bekwa. At the end of the day, obasa betu futu agu yani. Honestly speaking, that is what is going to happen. Sa na besie, omo basa betu futu agu yani. Say ye ntumi kran realize say sika na ye yan no. Ye the way you say, just like sa pay cuts na omo de abasa we betete adwumayefo bi no sika so say de be ye betu abo economy no. They should specifically tell us Sikana yebetete no yede kwa project A yede kwa project B sano say oma anya we can hold them accountable until they do that no say pay cut no can rodohura that sem enko ba bia ya nti obi asika ombe continue this cano so what I say ombe continue your do ya na so that say so for once let this government get serious
to information bill so better and monte class we have every right to contact the your friends the controller and accountants generals to see say your friend is Nukuremu Yatiana.
In 2017, Nana Dodankwa, His Excellency Gina Simpi Suka said, Omonto government cars beam. Me know what he says, government cars. From the president's own mouth. What I say? From the president's own mouth was he on government cars beam. And then
okay.
So what I say? So they should demonstrate, say indeed, they mean what they say.
Okay.
They should demonstrate. Yeah, in fact,
can't this year be a test case for them?
There's been there's a precedent in the president and this is for your day. What I say, Nipa why you be that there, Bibiano. Nipa ni bia ye no e gina so eden ye judge side nipa no so nipa ni suba tisi ana ni suba tisi o ma ye be me hu no so what I say and you love you know
dey say dey ye njai o dey say almost omo ade omo yi levy atuma ye mo
ye njai ma ne nka hwenu sika ye tisi minimum idi ye ya so what I say sika ye tisi minimum ti ya ntwe mo magi sika no no mo nkoye ne basa
you are going to fight this to the core.
Definitely, we are going to fight this to the core. So they say Supreme Court in Kasafan, you better but rather we will be on the ground monitoring them. Sikania mom Kwame Jesus sika we no fanya de sabi omo pe. So they say oman ye nyina na yetim sabi ekoyi ye nyina ye pe ankoyi e be ha ye nyina. Enu nti say de ekono 11 no maji atuma me the legal aspect of it fine. I'm not so inclined in the legal aspect. Fine, you fan to change. But at the end of the day, young shares a coin mobile fast or you see Kano. And you be brain no more can you be a coin, be free searches, you be youth employment, you be say, you know. At the end of the day, you have an up for no motive, you know. Not for no motive, you know, free bra, with them, my being some remobi because the way I message hit you, cancer.
Let me miss our last question. I'm God of Tasmato.
Sure.
Yeah, fan say in the senior, you go Supreme Court, ye say, na Ankusiaga. Mr. Yamfan say,
that's it.
Maybe Ankusiaga na still e-levy takes effect. Na say, Yajia 2024 mba power, Nyamia dom, maybe a mobile power.
And also, but definitely. No two ways about it.
And
this is about power. No two ways about it. Honorable cry is aware. Same people is coming to power. 2024. Yes, no two ways about it. Yes,
we will decide. But some power. Move
definitely. We will review it backwards.
Review.
Review it backwards. And review. Downwards review.
Okay.
At least
as a reduction of
the rate. Rates and say 1.5. We can make it maybe 0.9.
So why don't we all come together and then make it that?
When we proposed, say at least they should do it 1%. Did they do it?
Come here and come here. Okay.
Fair enough. What they say, Master, let's look at
the telcos are deducting or more and sana wins what in it.
And it's not going to affect government. Deduction it's not going to affect government. But the young baby triano and then they buying her direct. So what I say, okay. Like right now, Obinka says the Omoyan and you will be able to for some pacodo. Yeah. So what I say, but what we are saying is that already this nation is in crisis, economic crisis. The fuel prices how is skyrocketing. Yeah. So I say, and me and you know, you and I know, sir, Honorable Suka said Ghana Hano, fuel prices and control everything our Ghana has said. And to see 2 more affecting virtually everything. Yeah, so the nation is me take you off maybe by my flow kakra. Don't interject, my flow kakra. So they say, Honorable you are aware of the fuel prices are cost. So at the end of the day, say hardship way so that now we sound for e-levy and they better as well. Bra. Double jeopardy. Nipa bro. Okay. Nipa bra. So what I say, I'm for park home cars. Commercial drivers are park home cars. Why? Because sika omunya nyina omo dey top petrol. Omo dey top fuel. At the end of the day, they are not able to make sales. So enu ntino na kakra o dey kwa komane abro wa kura. Kakra o dey kwa komane bra wo kura se no. Wo se me san tax no 1.5%. What I say? This is quite insensitive. This is very insensitive. Into Monda Romano Boa idea. So Bocon Yambo China. Oka Nantanasi. Sana de Kumasi for Canon. A Hanuson food baskets MPP. So I say, Fortuna Mumra from Kakra. And as a fool and no cry, Tifu and Kakra. Okay. Now, Gary Olonka, a copper 20 Ghana cities. Sachet water, 40 pesos. 100% increase. Minimum and sachet water 20. 40 pesos. 40. Brian can be there 40 pesos. So I say, and you know, when you know, the average Ghanaian also far already. until you don't add up to the difficulties. No, I don't
Right.
know.
Okay.
Why?
Thank you so much, Otu Echampon, member of the NDC communication team. But the most important thing, say, from Otu Echampon's own mouth, or say, Somba power, maybe you very consider na.
Yeah, we review downward.
You review the downwards, and you say, be a bit want to mean in the pink candidates. But anyway, Mamma God of Tasma Sapon, Doc, E-levy, is here Ajatum.
Yeah, producer general. Producer general, ebe my graphic to be wo screen so.
Okay.
Many are bright be my graphic to be wo you know na.
Okay.
Ye fancy ade kakra bi. Ne ekoso no ene yes say 10%, 12%.
Yeah.
Telcos no Profasta JJ mo ne it is embedded in science normal.
Okay.
For me very very normal. And it is a producer we graph no a. Obe say faces of change.
Okay.
The can pay a shock.
The introduction of
anything
change
new, change
the shock never. Okay.
The can a shock. Shock no in our definition of shock no panic.
Okay.
And I say anxiety.
Yeah.
Obi so say we are thinking of what we might lose. So and they be you lose 1 cedi. And so change here baby may lose be a 2 cedi.
Okay.
And near a man for a shocked to change what they might lose, the anxiety no sujina yankasa sabi media kroya ne minority ne majority for kroya how we present the thing to the people.
Yeah.
We make them extremely anxious. Professor Ms. Becker say fear and panic. You create unnecessary fear and panic. As if so be free eba. So the people becomes anxious. They think about what they might lose because sana catch them. You see, instead of just opposing the two sides, Madam Fubi said, any encodebefa boat at the Akakomani Pakrono or a tech or befa boat the Akomani Pakrono Swami. No, it's a boat car be yasin a yika. Fair. Into no one sanka your education should be say, oh, person your mobile money. Say, so your mobile money nani better no. It was
transport.
Wow, was so sanka wow they kodia.
But the risk involved in so.
Do you get it? Any anka wa fako.
Okay.
Some meko bank. Ako sanla ako you know. Fine, me nishi ye na me nko baby. I'm fancy my share them po asha. I would prefer going out. Me nko tena bank akra. Any 4 hours school na meti ho. Me wie ni amaya na me nko nipa no wo obuase a me se obuase kra me ko ho ache ma me mfa ka
okay
pa na me de ko but so hwe na se obefa ka ko obuase yes time is money na oba be se sa mere no ene me wadwuma bi a me de beye na ma ye mumu ikura ye dada so enti what am I going to lose in addition? Maybe I will lose an extra 1 cedi. So me lose extra 1 cedi am de to the way we present it to them,
okay.
People become shocked. Okay. Phone be shock, and they normal to change. Okay. Number 2, no.
Okay.
Number 2, no, denial. Denial stage, you know, people trying to shut their minds to reality. Person better cry. So human nature, this thing exists in science. And the people who get shocked, no graph no by and can say from shock to denial, no, at the corner drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, make it out.
Yeah,
graph drop it.
Yeah.
At the denial stage, some people begin to say, okay, fine, let me do it and see what it is. Inti shock never from kakana denial na manaf pick level kakra be say. Then baku mienu koyena say the reality is higher than the normal tax na for the na no moje dada no.
Yeah.
Then it enters into the stage called depression.
Okay.
Ebema people will resort to any you get it.
Yeah.
Then it is all these things are embedded in science until the point where acceptance is reached. Into shock, denial, depression. Then we get to acceptance.
Okay.
Do acceptance. No. The beautiful thing is that right after acceptance, the graph begins to go up. So
and
people will even invite people onto it. A man for no money so that and ananka oba register moments or TV into your crown register people will begin to invite people into it. We call it the testing stage. Okay. Then it gets to consolidation stage. That time no na
it has come to stage.
Yeah, na jin
from the research point of view,
yes.
A time is coming.
Yes.
It will come to stage.
Usually the shock
people
period
the
shock period takes about 30 to 90 days maximum. Okay. Depend on the government of the shock.
Okay.
Actually, so 30 days to 90 days.
Okay.
Human nature, no, I mean, it revolves. Sabi assembly ni honumwa yetra na de duanan.
Yeah.
Nipa krewu or ya ne beba, you will receive the shock
after 40 days.
But I mean, no be any day. One day you will come to terms with the reality. Say, oh, mama no ko, ana papa no ko, ana uniano. Do you get those things? Yeah. And then after acceptance, the assurance is that the graph will begin to turn up again. Enti media enani ne nyina no mobile money ameye no me de niam atoto ho ansa na me yo because ye levy wo horses here wo hoyi MTN for so mote
yeah
eno ne ye levy no say bi beka ho say bi meka ho say bi beka ho say bi meka ho no
sometimes o calculate say amount you bet me say nti o there
ye levy ni start say ba still no amesese say me ba Kessben me da nwumre ma be hia me nua Kwame wa ha nti me de Kwame ka bi me train the abere na so betia say na say MBNC a me nya mobile money
the baby or cash
absolutely but say me wo edwe so na say me de ade bre Kwame na e be take me fancy 50 Ghana na me ye momo ne ma na say be ye beti me 10 Ghana na bibia why I'll do it nti mesremo the way it was presented to us and I blame members of parliament. On the I know him way before he became MP for Manson Kwanta. No, yeah, colleague panel member near there. So Kaya pure no near there. Oh yeah. And I know his persona. Nadi Onukrano too gentle to be a politician, if you ask me. But we need gentlemen to in politics. I insist, sir. We need gentlemen. Ye papa pansu or politics. I can't imagine, say, Yewofa, JH Mensa, nomine, Honorable Joseph Boahedu, mu parliament some time ago. And I could the more John Dramani, my on parliament. Now it wasn't Toka. There we had some calm people like Minia Obintechi in parliament. We need all of them there. By best say, when it is a matter of national interest, you manage the people's emotions. Then say ye so jagum because we want the sitting government to look unpopular. Sabi ekunyane betimi adane sania menu predictor no. E bia na 2024 na ekunyane adane. Dane now better the other side and now you be speaking like menu Obintechi. And then when you're lucky now kunya if one be attracted the two for be so the other side then they will also be throwing bomb at you. This is assume you know for that reason they should manage this thing very well. 11 no ba be day enema you say ye dey ba be no eye akwan you starts and cyber security. In fact there were other components are made na me say it's already captured under communication service task. Inti no de meme ensan be yi levis ke bi ensan from menua Justin Kodua mo ho ne ade they have their own source of funding nam communication tax nim ho bia echo nanka yenhwe na akwan na yese e de 11 be no yemfa meye ko parliament menua na tie bebre na asu akwan MPs ni bebre asu akwan obia mi kan bebre kwa da na je se maye ayi ohun enti se yese e de bibi ba na sabe yemfa nkoto kelewele ni yemfa nkoto chinchinganwe na se de be ya kwan a sabe ofin hu so enu ane de nuane nam we may have to source the money from amongst us. Ghana no hwan aban bra kwa me hwan pa ne aban like the way we present the matter very important. Because of politics intino we could have presented this thing very well ebe man ka ban ne kra aye more adiwatete niema so kra more especially as a parliament na aye baako from beginning and like I say ye nyina aye baako by first aban parliament is not executive
but doc yen sha dey bi don't you think say maybe a co-parliament you some policies be anka generally yenyina ye can say ye gia to mu a ebeboa but political interest say be oh ye gi to mu be ebeboa we mu more ebema yen ya
no position a check
no go into it more.
You see me pa him for style ne pa ohene bia no say mpanimfo no come ho and some time ago na menimia kwaku baako ewo set bisuna or started so present ahemfo binum in way back in the 60s, in the 50s, the way they welcome your heads of the states at that time.
Okay.
Kasa de. And it will refer to another graphic, a reporter or Hinofufra, the other person too went there, and also the you see, and Chesa Sebe, Omunim Yansan. But Omusum Lidan. Odun for hey, Sebe Menshawa hey. And Chesa mentioned to about 7th December 2 Okotubi.
Yeah.
Or you're one person out of the people. Ni amanfo ni nyina be kwa koto aba ye keke obi ade ebom yeso wa wi ni no. Why must I pull the person down? Ne senka ese me nkwa me de na wi ni ana. Ye nya de santi ahemfo ni de me papa. They omusum omubua every government that takes over. Wa bia ohene bia so a wa anya wo ho anti government na de ye ohene bi wo honom kra ene minim se whether it is part of the reason why yes agenda 111 baby honum class asekura yenya ye na nkanya asem ne enka anka yes district hospital new district
the biba
ye pass asidan was so anka we so come company be report wo ayimu say it has become or say it has become more difficult than I anticipated. Okay in state of the buy no it has become more difficult than I anticipated. Of course, him say it will become somehow difficult. Yeah. But if it goes beyond what was anticipated, then why? Do you want to make it look like any or see one team and see? The one team and see the one man mesre. E-levy. If it has come to stay, muma yenya ya rent here. Yenka say chinchina si kebi da mobile money so a obi be ye free so. You say obey transaction be.
Onye ya obi
until so other means of doing that same transaction, please go ahead and do it. And yet the way
I think say nanke so omusie no so pa.
But you see, it depends on who is speaking. Yeah, parliament for you now say monko mu na musie man for na mu na monko kasa. You can imagine say me at the chijina baby and oka. And think about if a friend maybe some George and now okuja to jina baby no so can. They come from the same house, but they will be speaking different languages. And yes, I will see can show botano no. Yeah, two bottom. Yeah, but you say you the sensationalism was just too much.
Okay.
But if on any day will be Sammy, say young IMF, and I say yen kakra no fansum ye ho. I think say it is honorable. Say wo be bua kakra anu e dia som wo ho sin say obeka say young IMF.
All right.
Yes, say etimi kabom ne yes ade ma ne ye fa. Ene sika ye de boy ho bra a free ye ho tax component of GDP about 12 to 13%. Si etimi ye ho say ye boa ma we ye ya ebetimi move from 13% to 20%. Sebe na kire say ye wo ye ho amaga na ye wo ye ho o man Ghana no sebe ye nso etimi ba akohoma ni bi enso kra no a we are doing from 12%, we are now able to do 20%.
Okay.
For me, it makes you feel more of a responsible person than say Obeka say any bidenti any konko fry IMF fabra. IMF bomba be oden. E mebunu internet fee. No ya bro kasa I don't get it. Maybe I'm fan of adwumam. What is that?
Otwe champo e kan tembi. Do you have trust in government?
Good. Otwe champo kan semba ko bi na metro wa ha. No say corruption within the last 5 years.
Okay.
Cost 33 billion.
Yeah.
We have
Auditor General's report.
Oh yes. We have corruption as a challenge here in this country.
Okay.
It dates way back. It dates back to Adam. Do you get it? We say meaning the role of the minority and as a baby a fact we free no. The information or the beka hon in respect of anamwa ye tu afa hon dia kwa Jessica. You know, Auditor General's report ne ba wo ho. Em say honorable mumuaye senka Public Accounts Committee ni wie dwumadi ni nyina wia anke say retrievers any den ni nyina be besi no anke say moboy amano it is not like this oh It is not like this. Yes, Madam for
retrievals.
Oh yes.
Something just you
Yes, see a flag. Some items be as the irregularities man could do. They say 12 million. I said then if it is true.
Yes, 12 billion.
One of the projects that were flagged, MCEB at the chairman. Project was the same name. In Tibia, Kwame Sims, model JHS. It had the same name. But two projects. Project 1, Project 2. In Sifakro, is the same district. But a Dinkro, your friend has some panna here, your friend has some panna here. Do you get it? Into your some here, DMA. JHS and now some MAJS a Sifa district. In fact, a share no send a district ya bodin away in my flag say irregularity. So me personally, or your madam for into the chair me say doctor, and yet the same project na you repeating it to say the we are banyon project back on and he drew the attention of the Public Accounts Committee sense whatever I'm right friend and they got it rectified. And corrections near better no ebe we ase no na correct na say your mind na me ya say betimi aba say your mind na mpeniam pa ye say 33 billion nobody cares is that serious
no report aba anyway
senators na ya mebo bra Ghana
but I think say say ne otu champon e kan ya ama yesua ne ma free mu if there is a change of government the opponent will do the same thing.
Na say free baby but say Ghana nya amampene Kufuor na ba betena so Ghana the last 5 years in Ghana you see near one near ma be 8 bia omode politics say in 2024 until 2024 I take everybody serious e do 2024 anka 2024 na anka me nu yi kasa se me anka me kasa o ye politics but any time before 2024 they may find a serious pa if it is true pa na anka or evidence be near there some of us would have been willing to help us pursue because intimi nka say your man a hoping 33 billion should just go like that and so sanka 2024 there ho nka ne ma no mu politics no e be corruption yati in a way you grown for na obi kra
get into elections
na afi aba koko akuafo and am fertilizer no and na yen de chair mu
last 4 years
and we say 50% and then akuafo farmers ye wi aya by electricity nyame adom 2020 there don't so am play any role in ade because we had some appreciable levels of stable electricity yes and electricity den keka ho pa you are by employment and also unemployment. Enyuma sem. Yeah, they are your politics. You are about the famous petrol price.
Yes.
Metal do drastically. Oh yes. Enough fuel price. Then special groups. Now man for show mechi. A driver for one careful now they are infiltrated teacher for until you form special groups before you realize now I say they are tilting toward a certain way
now
I have analysis of about 12 things that regularly 2018 2020 so team and be do 12 some 4 items were actually missing politics 2020
because if you more realize
in fact see be kind of crap power Kessben cocoa in Ghana under the CEO Joseph Boahin Edu has been exceptional. Compare how many of the tonnage is reserved here in Ghana and processed in the past, and as against the tenure. Now, you will see the information he will give you under the last 5 years how they have been able to transform the cocoa industry. I say Edu perfection. No perfect, there may be challenges. So
but making comparisons,
absolutely,
a difference.
Absolutely, and then the chief executive himself, Honorable Joseph Boahin Edu. Sincerely speaking, they've done well. Makoko a free politics in him in 2020. Another thing now, a free politics in him. Yes, mama school fees mutimi to ya then there be intimate to an education ha mama timi go school ni nyina free mu bi and other things but galam saying so name never be shame man no so kita own dynamics
okay
we want to see whether it will be part of 2024 elections near the enti all together no mesre levy I am the man who say no levy has come to stay. As for what happened in parliament today, I think we have left it for the honorable member of parliament. He has dealt with it. Ninyina ne ye Ghana ye ye munti. I mean, sure say minority for PA because omudo Ghana for saying majority for. And I mean, sure say majority for also pass it because omuna we are seeing mutan Ghana for. Sabe, also be say maybe anani ye mu. Let's all support it. Na ye mine.
Dr. Smart Sapon, never da say. We lecturer a KSTU. Kumasi Technical University. Now, to a champion, so I
want to do a swift rebuttal because I'm very shocked. Say, Doc, say, as I make is unfounded because I gave you the source, Auditors General's report, so you can find out.
It was unfounded.
Oh yeah, what's the source? You don't know where I'm getting the information from.
Sometimes a bunny say na say bi asanke yen retrieve ya na nke to hosa.
Oh, but he again said it. So replay
oh no,
he said it. I noted it down.
A quick one with the but naturally I never.
But no, one can say sanke bi evidence.
And evidence is what I'm telling you. The source. It's the source. Auditor General report 2021. You can go to host Adaroma. I made emphatic statements. Auditor General's report 2021. Just go and check.
Nice.
You will go and retrieve that information. Again, this concept called price elasticity. It's in economics. So they say there are some commodities and as a human being or commodities be or a slight increase in their prices affect the quantity of that particular commodity demanded, and this is, I think, e-levy falls into that category of what commodities.
Okay.
Because just about the perception, the transactional fee, the rates reduced by I think 10 to 12 percent. Until Nana Yajatum, our president and our sent say Yemfanya. Only God knows how much the rate will reduce. And just as Doc was just giving us the graphical presentation of how our NIPAC behave naturally, this is also a concept that has been approved. What I say academically, say your commodities be or high, a slight increase in their prices, definitely affects what the quantity demanded. Yes, I think say, and again, the cashless society are not His Excellency the Vice President or they will say we want to achieve a cashless society where young first can share your own antibium na sabi confrontation mo bi akoje no kwan so enti no ko didwa ma me mo didwa wo north ni yan kra dwa die di no ma yi mu no enka wo ko ba bi akodidwa wan first count ho sabi fatu mobile phone so ko du ho yi na wo de didwa na wo de aba. I think say that program na as a policy na ko de ba no it will be defeated somehow to some extent. How a nipa nya wo mu se o mu de o mu sika beto mu fon so di dwa na nka yakọ cashless society e ba sa akra na e preserve sika no.
So that baby crop can say it will not be taxed.
Yes, okwa continue national television so say mo sabi ade a omo ho kire omo na ye momo ntino it's not necessary so we be tax momo. Na in one breath o can say na another breath o ba be ka say yentua e-levy dia. Na so we a double standard person. Do you understand that? Ntino me argument is a fine. E-levy or no e-levy. Yan share the economy of this country as it stands now. And you munye. Ubia will bear me witness. And you munye. So, fine, the timing is wrong. And then the rate is too high. The timing now E-levy is too wrong. Because be so more the question your friend is Ukraine, Russia, or COVID. But me, and factors I mean the channel. Because COVID was a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
COVID time secure about women. We exceeded our budget target during COVID 2020. Yeah, but yes, all the information. We exceeded our budget target. So I just and I didn't know because at that time. And funds are about man as a result of COVID. No, it was very huge. I'll keep it my man but what happened? And the challenges I face so man no what attribute to COVID. And again, Ukraine Russia war and never started. Yeah, 2009 to 2012. There was an economic meltdown. so me boa bona me journalist, you can attest to this. Then time na this we did not attribute the economy to that those friends global friends challenge. Okay. So they say intina no mumu dia bade a munso na mumfa your friend say nchihye papa nya de nwu akwam na man no sabe yemfi sha honya mu no because prices of commodities na agency mu na okokro ma gobe kra no ne boy den gobe so they say gobe boy den enso a ye do ma chichire awura no 40 pesos dia
okay ni nyina e be take otu ejampo member of the NDC communication team mame ko honorable Obitechi na owia in the next 10 minutes na owia yenko the next topic honorable
yes sir
magia to mawi wacheche mu Supreme Court say be call say ni ebesi ni ade how prudent is this going to be for Ghanaians
mo minimum that's e-levy me kan ne say any new tax
hodada okay
and I prove to you e-levy any new tax ya also we na gin say afena eba ohorada etosuminu aban onye adwuma empesika aban ogeto
odia your mind no
yes
okay
so wo hu sare bi no wia wo hu say asombekan no e de yi
okay
antra aban because okor na ho ma oka cho say yes you see school dan ya bodde ne ba bishia e be see school sana ko yadma na fa body ska bisi edan what ka jena sana ko enko adinta otoma yi nyina say school be here dia e be de men kura ku school ni ahia ase na na be ko safu djuma ya wode bia e be ko akoye oban adwuma ye be twa blocks ye be yiwi ye wi akwabla to oba be twa sei be twa sei ni ajatum o man yi di nti ye hunu say school na ye be koro no enye na nkwaba be ko school no bi enintina na enko pe adwuma nyo empeska no mere o man yitum na be twa ne de obitu na kwa bi so ko agina ono bi ko gya no o hwe say ye bank say nyina ka bo mo ne aye adwuma time ka just aban ogeto o hwe me ti to ye no uko yi ya kwa so adwuma e ka hu e bi no fi say adwuma to gya ne ba ye kokosa adwuma no e dan wan ko fuma ko ye adwuma se wo ko fuma ko di be dan ka bi onya 10 series bi tubutum wo de ko o ma adwuma no wo twa 10 series indirectly de ma o ma no ama ye de ye adwuma and the e-levy no enye to foforo ase kire nie e-levy o se eye technology abefo kwan bia ba ya ene no ama meteto no ma no mejeyo abehye wo mu ye nyina adia ko jose oh abefo bia ba nti ye nyina ko di abemde ma tede ma na ye na ka je eto no ye je etua emfato hu nie kane ne ye je poster box matolete dia fam meji poster box na metua hu sika aban edium me tell tabeto envelope dedi kan meto writing pad eto semienu meto stamp meto pen me wia me faka mako postu lete no masafa ka akohwe box no mu se mo bi wo mu a enma be kanyina na untu sika ho enne abefu ntino me tell me computer ma yi me bantra cable manto envelope manto stamp manto pen se skere ho adia e ma ho abedi ho enti abanfo to na ke bo free sad traditional ene yin nyina no eni ho biafa
easy
ene wo che wo se sende sa kwara fa so no abaye abefo kwanti umfa madia ene ye hwese wo abefo kwan no emfa so die bo dibe nyina no fam kakra bi ba ban wo kan yen ya di ko o sadi bi na kro edi na chese ya foforo ube posu sika akoma amia oboto poster order ana money order telegram 1 gram eno ko bi ko jira ayi bese ayi ko ne scan ko ne nkoi uto poster poster order da utweka uto mu da utweka o sa twen bese na bese na atwa se ko scan ko duru o ma lo power bo ena uto computer yi bombu seconds akoso ba poster o ba me I show saka time no kwa bia mabekwa ya da hora ya ka ozo kare kono na o twes kan nya guduri o hwe kwa mabekwa onya obi se na msika mama na yede fa ka che o se we ne emwa enti poster order no and no one of that. If I said now, check out and I could do on and you view. If I should give belly chain we. Then you never abedu ho. And never say, see ye who say, ye nya akwafufu bi. Boy yen, and my yakaya bo, ye name for so boom. What take a craft of by a yard of floor. A toss be a be say a double taxation, a be say a year tax on tax minia. By your way, are you my way park which is bar? May a statement of home. May look my little hair, or for say supposition. Supposition may could be baby, a church Simon making name. And yet double taxation.
Okay.
Or say, Sebase, my Macatria. And into Macatria, my chatas was so. Miss Kevin, Mamma Mia, Miss Akuteta, what I catch it all. A event different from the other. Macatria, Mimigi, my year, Mabos, my trap, direct. I am income, much of income tax, my year. That could be a consumption.
And they perform another
effect. A consumption. Mr. Mia, my year, may parliament talk you, fato them, will be the case. One consume beer, will be consumption expenditure. Micotonsiano, what else to you? And so economono, if it be externalities. Externalities say, sense over a yakotano.
Kessben.
Ubiaye, or the rubber biaye, or tractor bonting, and whom sounds of 108 tracker. And into Cotonso no yen, sir, external issue or in that as was say. Oh, now, Oko town, Mamma, or dear yo, to our column, O can't be a year, but I'm by other high to be bigger. And watch your side, and to our column, now, Unchape and Cotonso no, Trambaby. Externalities.
Okay.
Any event no. To Unsa Conomono, a event from a country, yeah. One conversation about Ubo, the Oko say, also call for ye, emailer. Sad internet now for you, global woman. Cabbage chin and in free by. Why the Bohoka? I'm more trusty, my idea who the day back. Who because the way which I come. These are the things, sir. Sadia devil and so could externality. And was one battle, also told me. And one quanko ye a mena, one more man so you know, ye good and be and ye, ye may be a my internet muscle and my hot beer view to also consume email dear and never pay. What woman consider who's who take a crack. And the consumption of where now when you work at your home and do a meeting baby. Now say, Mammy, me blowsica. Oh, I could see without say. No for a cow call from Implicum Patrol, not for a cow call. Hey, it was a for me blumsica. Make Jama die, German what I school, and what child yet, my woman who, I'm saying, Cosia, and escape the more for a cow call. Let's go my womb.
That time, so be your Lord Fay.
I don't know. Who tell you cry, ne beer, who sick of the suppose me got a car. Got a car. Never got a car. My son's got to me cheap. You see me conquer or pet my work and what to go in a best of 100 something million, 10,000 now to do because I'm so many puna. I say, would trade a year can say, you're just kind of obey. Woman no my yaw say you and for so dear bear mouth this Kessben Nante or black one could be no or time I was also and ya 1 pound could be I was at a quaid my floor and it's called was Debbie. I thought it was so capital. Yellow quaid ban as artist. Me ko toka ba yegibana me ko be capital no me da fomo munti no me capital is what ho na ka kire wo me ko toka wo nkran na se ka no boy 10,000 na 10,000 na me ka zika free mba ka zika foforo
exactly
me say me ka zika no eye me ko me ba 120 cedis e da nchen
and kan 10,000
no and you also go money e da ko mo bia toka me ko yegibam ko fa no be be sto o capital do and now what do scarce cake and you live the Cocuciano. O case canono as some other who case can ye o cow to case can ye.
Honorable, what tell good country.
I don't know, Mr. Camasino, or master church of Zamanimu. Because I said, but will be in the area, much advice. O say, take Fagi, take income tax no. Take quite didn't see Casso or Savo, Makoto Miano. Uto nshone cheo na uku chao sasa na kise uto nshone income tax no omotua o SLT ma wo. That's how it is different no until say take off no aye adwuma na me ko ye muba no wotimia aye on no service o na me no o ni fidi agu ho ka beta si yi o be ya beta unja beta ne ka and my man better track of ya. Does it mean say we from be ya moon nika? And this a taco for you what didn't income and income exactly the wood chanica on no income tax.
Yeah.
Timothy conclusion service now, service conclusion technology. And different from say take on the edge on the charges. And also
and service ben or render to 1.5.
Sir, he live now can want some. Take on the or send me mumu, sir, and walk on ho. And I make a choice say technology na ya who consume cabocus post office akoye over chalka and the offer exactly. And we show the credit facilities and your own consumption every anyhow. Remember, I mean, maybe some my teacher, but my teacher, how many chance was teacher? And the side nigga say, I get double taxation, and you different events, or say tax upon tax, and get tax upon tax. Sebia, my true, and it is hard to myself true view. There be, what's my teacher say? A try me channel. Yem fan to, me make a so, and man, some work a come from Ubi. You betray one, okay, we from my call. On this kind of man, or best sending them will be or no sending different money event for floor and to a non tax and some will come the other as Uncle Tassin view. There be my dear Timmy Sky, mammy. Mamma said, oh, and there must maybe war school her baby. Timmy the movie. Commander, a different and yet us now has in the country on the Jimmy Cajon. Would you call okay different consumption?
Yes, because network now me using me this can come me bush and you know the telco has already paid that money to the government.
Yes. Income tax 10 years.
No,
my what does it say? Share Ogoton Shanuma. The way you own income tax. And to be honest, also could share indirect.
Yeah, 1%
and income tax. Onya ni income.
Ketua bi amede ka ho. Ketua bi amede ka ho. Enti o de ketua bi amede ka ho se wo ho. Say banks for ya ye nimi. Omutua tax. E ma aban. Abaya mo license mo financial spectrum mo de ye adwuma. They all align to Bank of Ghana platforms so mo nyina wo common platform mo de ye mo adwuma di aban na creating ade. Ti aban ni omu wo relationship a omutua obu tax man all the time. Now the situation is me call bank ho ekokoye bank in ejuma transaction bibia na bank ni te bibia
at the end of the month
to the bank. That's the way they also get their income
to pay their tax.
Exactly. Okay. Say me call bank. Name I will use interoperability bank for one platform be marketing
Number transfer from this to this.
Absolutely. They must take it for the service no the ease of the service.
Particular interoperability no service no.
So me person better me say no. Meba me bank ho.
Redraw na me
okay. Let's make the chatro e wo hanu say.
Na yen call
taxi bia e koma ohiani. Taxi bo ohiani. Taxi bia e bo ohiani.
Because ye nya
taxi bia bo ohiani tenie ene me ka chicken me bia say mo money nyi se mo ban e pass sema mo say obaji yi live no dia boa wo obi bia ohiani o de me kan ho.
Because you always careful we be nyest.
Oh you scan you need the ohiani me to scan you is ohiani we bi afo say oh say tax we say boa me ampade I say metua hwe me maye nan me say me dum kusuku minis kam no kusuku na ban say my free SHS oye yeto o bi atua me nyam fa so afi eto ho senka enya no a kam ye da ko jasika hwankura enan o benefit wo hiani tax na giye no e bi le kutua ban sko nyae no me sikani maybe I'm a tear no me kwa me nam so no krache na nsem bra ba tie bua kwakwan so ba bi wo fa yi ho a mount makame na ho mo de bi musua akukura da abo akukura o ka duwa ma sa utimpa mpo sa kwa makoto benz et da fom se team em fa blantie utwi uduwa ka na otwe bako maintenance abage to ese be ye kwan ya be ye kwan ma wonnam so se yo
indirectly kraka chase ken so onyo be ka yo so onye kwan
exactly na budget one kiti jeka kra ne be ye kwano afo kwano ti o sere bo sumi du na onko ye on se bo check ade ba no ye see home use e ka bet be debo che mfie dwonu ne entu bogwenda ha koto kan betuba me ka che ennim fie miensa bo tu bogwenda asesa bogwenda ade nte kwane fa so no mo nti abage to wo wia na se foto bo also so hia ni say o car na to best in field no onye mental that o kan ho de no mabia ho to enti agi to bo hia ni to say kai ehia for na bre to ehia no kure e to bo hia ni adenta ye nyina ho hia enti me yala ko hospital me nya fidi ba no kwementi ya gige to ni ato fidi na bo ka me kwamenti minto na ehwe nyina enti na gba se etie no Bill Gates kwentimi so no kwon school ono kwentimi sin no ko hospital aden enema wo mu no ono ko beto akosin fie no entimi mwa no ti wo kwa ni atwa tore ye hospital se ba ko na se expect wo kwa obekwa ma expect ma hwe ni bi enti ni hia sem no ho na koduro ti to bo ohiani igara ko me sama ka che mo se so wunya ba otuma dwine kwa ni mu se onko bro mesia
Kessben
ema wo ho nkyero ema wo udwuma de wo di ya nyim fi nsemu na wotumi ye ma mu nyina mu di tuo kakra kwa sabu udwuma no boa ni etumi bi se boa ne ya ho na ma hu se wo man enti na me kan bom se ye ye o man no e kire se ma hu hia demo no e hu mo e be ka bu mu no e boa me e bra ya me so ye o man ba na ma so mu dwa me pe akoma dwuma so e no na ma ye o man to man be bia no wa so mu dwa ho bambo ene wo ye di ntina wo ka ho bo o mamu kasese tie obi se me nya hwe se nya ban na wo ho na mra wo ho ena wo sole ko bo tu chiw kumbro kwa na wo fa no dia kai chiwen ko bia betuma hyaw se je wajo wajafade ne mo nim se emra bi nti so ye sa de no ne ye kina eni be di ntino na abu nuhu ti aba wo ho ne ye to ne se ye kase nya hwe a o secret nko na ma onya kwa no ene kwa ntumi ntwaka da ti wo menyi ntum se aban wo ho emna wo ho ye gito se be ya sum dwie ehomba mbo a ye betima kwa ba de bia no eno ne adekase a also bia bo hompa se wo aban bi ne wo mra bi ne se kikire se emfa me enkomra na obi ntimi be sum mu mbro me gro fie me sisi me fama de nkwa emra bi ntina kunu se wonya de pakase eno ne ade also bia mu hia no ade ne ebi no ho
medase honorable Obintechi Mansun Kwanta NPP NP yedase pa. I say the NP has really communicated. I love his analysis. Boachi Yadom Thomas. No. I think so. I'm convincing for power. But anyway, I say, Mr. Sims, please ask the NDC people for me. Nyamim Pengu, if they come to power again, are they going to continue collecting the e-levy or they are going to abolish it? Antonio Pon from Argentina. Antonio, that question with you. I'm some bisa utwe champion da. Jambori Baba Wiamwase. I say the match touted resilient, strong, and flamboyant economy trumpeted by Nana Addo Bawumia NPP government economic management team led by Bawumia has fallen flat in the gutters and panting for air. Today, Nanado has to twist the hands of Ghanaians by force to implement the obnoxious e-levy, which will only be shared and squandered. Mahama Beba. Anyway, that's it. This is the problem of most Ghanaians. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Host. Please, is it true that one will pay e-levy when he or she transfers money from his bank account to his Momo account and vice versa? Yes. Niema e-levy be attracting ni nyina no eka ho. Who discave few Momo account to ma ko bank account to ma ni nyina eka ho. Or say ask the NDC man for me. If supposing they come to power, what will they do to the e-levy now that it is a law? Wachapa question will maybe so to a champion that one saying. Or say it's factually correct that the economic ramifications that COVID-19 had on the economy is lesser than the unnecessary dissipation of the taxpayers' money that President Akufo-Addo and his incompetent cohorts did prior to the elections. The likes of Dr. Sapon are always quick to attribute their unprecedented abysmal performance to COVID-19 without accounting to us blow by blow influence his government conveniently had during the outbreak of the COVID-19. This talk is cheap indeed. Anyway, I say good evening, my hard-working host, Medasi, and all our politicians. All our politicians are the same. NDC and MPP, they are selfish and too greedy. They don't care about the citizenship. Eriko Usu Setre, tutor, Alaska Presbyterian Secondary Technical in Suta Kwame. Anyway, 0551599933. Yeah, moving on to the next issue. The next issue, and also, of course, is I'm staying in Parliament, and also people commenting and sharing their opinions about this road network. I say, President say, Oma constructed 10,875 kilometers. The minority is debating, say, being Sida. Otu champo ma men starting fuel. Men starting fuel honorable so. Nanka. It's on your parliament dada. But yeah. Okay, ma men starting free Dr. Sapon. We are ma honorable. Ma men go honorable. Honorable. Minority they say being Sida. Say 10,875 kilometers in a space of 5 years. ABCda.
Unprecedented.
Na nearby 4,000. And no, and the world records and the world data.
Medas. Mjiri say, also for share. Sa ayins no de
the data ni nyina ba ama
beginning no say oka obi fi se bia oka ekwan ya ni nyina ne se bia egukota.
Okay,
so oka no sa dia fine. On say maybe holomo access kwane eho odin. What create access for the first time.
Okay,
obi ho kanto. But so oka se ekwan wo mo benya access ni na
paved
exactly. O ade ba kwan na Ghana for do bia na be akane say yes, I say for come time no. Near probably be 4 million, ne be 6 million, and you do 30 point something million. Should the change no, should the Kessben no. And the second no, ne be you include some you be, and then you kwa kumwa. And if you pass out saying kwa no, once back pay yaw, make back catch you pass out kwa no. A yarn do this no, a kwani woman Africa baby. Because we say kumasi ne wo ayi bantman no ne no because we say ne ko bantman el baso kwalum old you know ne kumasi
yeah
that just small place sa ba bia ya no for no ne asu bom na be keka ho ya abai bomu no e kwa be ne de ne footpath ne ko ho and them look as see ko hwe enkran e bia ko do say enkran kuna greater college no and ne eastern region bom and ne central region abom and but abom and say unya ni bio say na eye enkronkuma bi na kwankito bi na dukum enne mantam ba bi se bia no ka kwakọ ho eye ti wo so kan ni na bo say bia yi kufufu bia chi man fufu bia no e kwanda ho ya ban eye wo fa yi a kuma say say ukonu say mo say o ma ye ya ye gote sa o se bia ye wengu so
ba ni gates no ba ye ngu so
wo hu sa dia me hu
enti ni nyina ye count count
na enya kwan sikan ko so enti den so mo ye no yeske odokoye and mark me for ongoing
enti na wa chechim say paved roads
perfectly ni na yen kranka krantino sika ko ho sika ko de oba account also with accountability na wo ko ye drain na ya yi fam no yeske ko ye wa account say kan ho e be lo hu sika use am oye ti all this mo me nye anyu say e bia o ka say ko ye de say ko talent ko a hwe be bia atatra ko duru Shamantam ko bi o tim me kasa me boa amantam ko bebrebe
new routes
na a new president kan no enye new road
say bi so ho ai overlay
me say
enye overlay
very good but new areas new residents no ba bibia no o ma de bibia ko
enti ne na bia da ho dada ma be asphalt overlay ni nyina e be kan aka ho
nyes kan ye and who can choose to ka what can do for that
okay
oh now, new one, I'm sure say even residential is about within this family. For them, was still new areas. Yes, a quango.
All right.
So, say, or he be say, or he be say, or he was on top of you, ya, or no, you not quite call. Your tom pot to ya quango. You know, a biker.
All right.
Your tom pot to your penny, general go near, so sugar bounce. Our balance of copper crime, a quarter of your motive floor. And in a visa about all I can do for the money that goes there.
Okay. I see. Right. We want to channel.
Sure, yeah, but I think I have something to say.
All right,
but I said the honorable for the submission, but I think I beg to differ. You see, in your intro, you did say, okay, I said, as of 2017.
Yes. As at February.
As of February 2017.
No. 2017, dear, no. That was as at in 2017. By the end of 2017.
No, not
no, my 70,000.
70,000. Yeah.
Yes.
402 kilometers.
Yes.
And now we have 94,203 kilometers.
Yes, that's at 2021.
2021. So if you do the deductions, it's like it's around 15,801.
That is the addition.
No, if you do the deduction, if you deduct the 78 from the 94, it means that they've done something around 15,801 kilometers of road. So the 10,000 it means it's an understatement. So if what you said is anything to go by,
as at February, so a total of 1,702 kilometers of yes, maintenance near the other. On say how so was such TB and you bet 15,000. You will one be about 4,000.
Also for accountability you. And why can have you
honorable, with all due respect, for once, and I think said there should be facts. We should present facts to the country, and not mere or whatever. Mere because whole president, Yama, the state of the nation, can the man the edro factor on my man. Now, if you come out with such figures, now if it is found out, says no anymore, you are doing a great disservice to the country. So I say, I think Nubinisi during the swearing in 2016. Well, 2017, the swearing in. We should be citizens and not spectators. Instead of giving reverence to the Nipa or Charles as one can. So there's a plagiarism. For once, I will say, so Mama President Kano. I think they have to be blamed for some of these errors. So I say, let's be factual for once. At Akwanya, 10,000 except for free here China.
10,000 kilometers.
I tell you honestly. And then is you.
Now, what church room say new site and you know crack. New place. Because it's a massive swab.
He was emphatic on the word new. And now already constructed roads are over a new roads. And it's a new roads of 10,750 something kilometers are except free China. So what I say, out to be that come back 3 days. And crowd the air and on and your car quine. So what I say, so for once we have to be factual to ourselves. You presenting facts and as they are. And just say any populist IBA near any voting. No, we have to be very factual to the state. And then only final office road. So you were very emphatic. Said the word new.
Who definition a friend road no we will know to say that here.
And
this idea, me say, you we also account to the nation. A dear friend of Kwame, me my family general say, Omachi say, and yet near Dico Telegusun Qua, and after to go to Bibia, a banner ya up every way, a marketing for there. They have to account for it. Sikako.
Road ministry, almost statistics, it's online. It's not worth that. It's not up to that 10,750 now.
That was before say Oberkind,
the state of the within this short space of time. I'm not how many roads, not constructing how many roads. As at 2021,
2022, February. Into
February, March. Your friend say
from for
once, let's get serious. Honestly speaking, a man when I it's about time as a result of this technology near there, and you may be so what I say, Sabi Yanano, your boy home de Kakranka, Ubiano is Yandi. So, and you know, over catch for once. So, for once, Moncan of woman in China. Share the exceed a cathedral Yakubu who dying YBC. So, Yakubu dying worth millions of Ghana cities. See the basic cathedral as I'm speaking with now, and Juma. Cathedral away, da. Cathedral away, we are very.
Oh, this is very careful. It's a very big project.
Central market. It has taken us more than 5 years. Central market, second phase, area. A friend is saying, Miami Chrome inland port. The back cut is sword, say about constructing inland port. So, 5th November, till date, and then I'll cost war. The day I cost war, dog, nothing has gone on there. So what I say, and no nyina dan krofo wo nyina so say E11 no kra na yetua enoma na yaka the purpose is yaka is intended for this purpose no enkrofo ni gidi wo say betimi di ayesa enoma no because of this what presidents enoma asisia no dan krofo dey emfato ho say no we num kra na o tu ye mpanimfo wo kuma say Ashanti region ko ho twa kate sword no yemfa asokran sam from kra yemfa one block kra an share from such a monumental project see nyame yadom na etumi ya youth unemployment na ebeti so. What I said, by a greater margin, Yamfa blog back around to a form. So, KJT, the same thing, Central Market, second phase, the same thing. A lot of projects are government in Akas Wobia. Ding na lip service. Naka. For once, they have to be serious with the country Ghana.
Okay.
So, now your friend is saying, there might be almost a piano. Omunya, you have flashy programs, very vibrant ideas. One district, one factory, one district, one dam. A friend is saying school feeding a lot of them Sanka indeed one district one factory Juma and Karola in Cabana city in Cabana and why den kakra because a lot of the things are importable man women and Kebetman producing higher but what are we saying?
Okay.
One planting for food and jobs. Such a brilliant idea. And Kaybehu say you implemented such a policy in India and Kaduania was said Duani Busu Mawemo and so many Kasa Yakran towards the free Burkina. Yakra jene every friend is saying Niger or Mali. Uko ka mbeka cho se mo ma president na mo ye. Eno nti ye boy homoden na mutu ye free so. Some mo so mo ba be ye ni ye. Mo ka hihye bo ye te sika so komoden. Africa de kom na ye more. So what you say first obi na otumi afford 2 square meters a day na ba kokra wontumi gobe. Be kan de bia gari kura boy den gari. What I say the cheapest commodity 20 cities more than 20 po. What I say more than 20. So I'm not bored with that. Remember that I'm so much. So what's the idea?
And the information.
No, the court church. Come who's church running na go people. Or ko na ho design money na dia come no. Na that must kumasi full so. All right. Kumasi for ha na munya mu vote do ni na free. Nti si yesu a na che say come. Mo hwe ye ni su no na mo nya bibi mfa kumasi for de ebre.
I mean God Dr. Smart Sapon as a researcher, as a lecturer, especially my main hammer on the research aspect, 10,000 800 and something. No could be
great. Medawase. Na machia me so for penny.
Madam be tea before mammy did because your friend Alex Irenchi on inspector or tech police station.
Oh, okay. Alex
Irenchi. I was what
inspector one, yeah, that's
I was what
Doc Patrick.
Na yes, machia me so for penny Bishop Lawrence. Order sufficient grace ministry ano e was patase. Some 3 days special program be anyame admo chanum de beba wie nti Bishop mechawe nyumre ene ebusuafo a ehwe me nyina ho se bi mu ha se menua senior kujo e wo wase kropon mechawo ene ebusuafo ni nyina roads menua Kwame se metie menua otu champon kasa no a say na the challenge the use of the word new,
yeah.
Meaning they share the same challenge.
Okay.
I'm at discussion who say ni awokano.
Yeah.
So, but see, I say accounted for 10,000 kilometers of road. Baby, I'm meeting committee me accounted for. So,
okay.
But if you use the word new, a little difficult to add. Into me name say typo error or baby ni adia and I say kasa ne krano. Because sometimes what is before you and what you say may vary near the. That is where I share an equal challenge because 10,000 are the overwhelming. But me tie MP Bako, minia Jamensa or Dabwase wasa mpoho wasa east no kase kwanya yaye now be faculty tata so and so can na in his view it should have been a kwanya say be a new and new
was starting the
and I think said the challenge is new and yes anka menua honorable Ejemensa should not have a challenge with say Kumasi akwan se na etie sebe ta no so kwan se nanka ya anka ni de da ye sanka ya kwan kwan de nanka ye nyina nya ma na nya sa but ye wo kwan a opese wo improve e ma ne be ye good. I say you were poor roads, you were fair roads, and you were good roads. We improve poor road, man, be good or fair, and also your construction of road.
And
absolutely, you cannot say any construction of road. Yes, it is a Ghana quite a man president Mama Echo. Now my fan say why I think it was 7,800. No total, but only year within his term. No, it was around maybe minimity figure. No, but me refi. So no a general no or a deputy roads minister or so. Into your ma figure no. Let's assume say a be assay. And it is pathetic say Ghana ye kwanya enche. Sebe yenka say President Mama ye 4,000 assay. Inti no ye fiensa nka na. So mampeni Akufo-Addo koye sa 4,000 ni biu. E de tik ayigu so say ne yehu.
Asphalt valley.
No the white lines to muni ade a. Onye kwanya na. Inti uja me pa if you put me to the wall as a statistician na ene koja papa kese pa ba kwan one of the fathers of statistics in Ghana, Professor Benoni K. Godo. Yeja ne kwan nya memfa ne kransie o chere made wo UCC. In fact sa papa no recommendations or dear mame no me kan in fact to the be adwuma no kran ka mintimi nye it means so saying but the man feels you can do it.
No task national.
Yeah. What one ya fro me frefi UNICEF head office. You have been recommended for this research work. Hey, when I recommend me, Professor Benoni K. Godo, then na edina a teacher ban
gives you
the man trusted some of us so much or inspire us. Wow. And if I am a statistician in good standing, I think say much of it is owed to him. Oh, your main fan the currency say. And then or some more Christ the King one cry. I didn't call you chrome in Kunya, Uti region. Kessben. Me father snake akese me no professor NNN so any man so nyumre me chia pa but I share programming. What I'm saying is we can account for it, but the use of the word new now is very difficult. Okay. Oba wasa menfi Easter ufra desu wantama France kwa join the Western North ate kwan as a gap is unze na Western region no. Now one of the challenge pa Western North for no kwan we fa so be access it akrade. Ene highway pa a free ufra Kropon was a Kropon the next town Uber Kumas and the next town ya desu Uber Fahakofa France Yakako P Western North if they were part of Western region and Katiomu journey no by about 4 hours.
I see.
And they Sakwane demo and unquire about 55 or so kilometers.
Okay.
In fact, was some east in Kwanya air Koso Honum and the Coco Road Sene some died in Kwa 100 and something plus adi. And I say if every district cry 100 kilometers, there were 210 district MMDs then near there. Ohanka entra 10,000. So we can account for the 10,000. Me amite me road minister from look of things I can account for 10,000. But I am challenged because of the use of the word new. Okay. I'm the road minister members of parliament more here now corrected the new. New if you there. Any I think 10,000 is Accra Kumasi road. So to see a bieno 22.
Yeah.
A demusa from a Apeja Junction to Nkran. A demu 22 sa de ko. Ni nyina kilometers ni bia. But the word new no and minimum okay. Yeah, adwen say amana be adi. Na men kan fentwa to say my brother felt say me dato ne source na me ye bibi. No I know. Oh absolutely. Yeah. But brother me what I don't do. In fact in academia over university we don't find faults. We are not fault finders. Enti ni obia beka bia ye in academia ni obia now so aka then we weigh the whole thing. Me boss yes we boss been the koka e ko kira there wo landing Imperial College and na almost masesa way of tuition no nkra na aba no so say those days na ka be call O level baba na ko nyini kama no wadwe so endey 17 KNST do baby na 13-year-old girl be aba be mathematics na dey. So we should treat them with care.
Okay.
Until be 18. Yeah, say waiting. Yes, you. Yeah, it's a nice idea. Your friend say, and also another idea.
That's up for me. That's
great. That's
yeah. DC Hana, mother, Honorable Obintechi, Manson Kwanta MP for NPP. ebeda na senafin so Otuwe Champon Frank ono nso NDC Communications team member Dr. Smart Sapon nso na moten nka no KSTU
Kessben
Kumasi Technical University. Bright Entry, Mr. Bright Entry, and a producer show with the support of Malam Yayakuta Dene. Seth, I am a cameraman. Ajingo, I am a director. I just say, and then you may a direct show, no, there be your boy Jumapa, Ajingo, so, Desmond, and so, yes, MCR, and I feel so Isaac is also friendly pages on also that's ene odon for ne dum ya ebesa atena near the democracy abro Kofintin so a technician on duty. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you so much for making time with us. This has been democracy within the Kwame Frimpong Sims Muma lawyer Ohene Amankwa Jan Koswane Fidino and